Junk and Pool over here in Portville. Everybody's having a good day. So we're working on the old school bus. Working on this was all rotted out. Took a piece of shelf, cut it in there, got it started welding. I got to grind it and clean it up. And it was shaky, wobbly steps. Still is. This piece here bolts underneath it, so I got to put some thicker steel under this piece of tin here. There's 2 bolt holes right here on each side. I got to patch that up over there, but that'll set right underneath that and stabilize it. It still can't step up yet, but this second step used to be pretty rough. It's good and solid now. I stuck an old chair in here I picked up. Cleaned up the pile of mostly rust in here. Miscellaneous bolts. So I've had a couple bites on this. Nobody really serious about it. Nobody's come out and looked at it, which is kind of the way it goes when you're buying and selling stuff. Left the key in here. So the battery, it needs an alternator. The battery run dead on me. It quit out in the road yesterday. I stole the battery and put it in that truck. One of the batteries and put it in that truck there. But so I'm going to patch this out, grind it all up, and clean all this up in here. At least paint it, get the bottom brace on. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna put the original door on or just see if I can find like a motor home door. It's for sale, but it's a work in progress. If somebody wants it, I keep working on it. I got a bunch of a bathtub and a shower out of an old motor home out back, and table and chairs and all kinds of good stuff that I think are in pretty good shape I could put in here. There's a little latch thing there. So yeah, I come with 3 fairly new batteries, and I robbed one from my truck. Got them kind of taped off. I think it'll actually run fine with 2 batteries. It just ain't an alternator needs to be replaced. It's got some rust along here. I showed it before, but I just started working on it, and I jump from project to project. I know the thing dries really good, the brakes are really good. I got the battery in here, but it's too big for this truck. It's 950 cold cranking amps, but that ain't the problem. Problem is it don't really fit in there, and when I shut it, I got a bulge in the hood. So, and the worst part of it is that it's rubbing right on that right there, so if I don't take that out, that's going to get a hole in it. So I'm going to take this battery out and probably run it to Big International out back if I ever get to that thing. This Chevy is pretty much done. I still got to bleed the brakes, and it's always nice to have a backup vehicle. I mean, I'll use that Chevy, but I'm still working on it. Got to get it in here on the hoist and try to get that van in here, station wagon as they call it. So I bought a crossover from the parts store. That's the one I ordered, and I went to get it. They shipped it to a different parts store in another town. So I made a couple trips, finally got it. And they said $115, so I gave them $100.50, and they gave me the 50 back and said close enough. I got that, and I got some WD-40. This is something I've never seen before. like corrugated. See if I can find it. There it is. You can bend it any angle you need it. This is 12 bucks for a can of this stuff though. I got something else, I can't remember what it was. Something else I grabbed when I was in there. So I gotta get the Chevy and get that on, get the brakes bled. Gonna do some more work to that old house. Probably not until next week. So this school bus, I looked on the computer and I didn't know it before, but they got like I knew they made them into motor homes a lot, but they got like clubs and stuff. There's all kinds of them on there, all really fancy ones. And people put thousands of dollars in them. When you're from Porterville, you don't put that kind of money in them. You don't have it, but I sat in the chair. Almost flipped over. But I got that old motor home out back, but yeah, there's a lot of videos. So I've been watching the videos, see how they fix them up. And I've seen some people put a lot of money in them and used them, lived in them for a couple years and sold them and pretty much either broke even or lost money on them. I'm not looking to do that. I'll probably put an alternator on this one and strip that motor home out back, which I want to get the back off of that anyway, so I'll get anything that's any good out of there. And then the rest of that I'm going to probably make it into a little truck, a little flatbed or something eventually, or sell it, or sell the engine or tranny. Or so I didn't really, anyway, they had them clubs. They call these things skoolies. They're actually supposed to be, they don't have nearly the trouble leaking like a motor home does. Every motor home I've ever got, of course they were scrap actually anyway, they always have issues with the roof, including campers, pop-ups and all that. So these ones got that rounded ceiling, so they don't tend to leak, and they're double, everything's double thickness for the protection of the kids and everything. It's a junkin' fool over here in Porterville. So I got a couple of pieces I got to put under the floor of this. This was already tore apart when I got it. In fact, yeah, that's the original floor support piece they cut out. So I can kind of use that for a pattern. And I'm betting that fit right inside of this. I gotta watch my step. That bottom one ain't ready to be stepped on yet. So I'll bet you that. Yep, that fit in there originally. Pretty much like that. I don't know why they cut that, because it'll go underneath here. Goes underneath here like this, and then them two bolt holes there, and same with the two ones there. This just seems kind of flimsy, like it should be solider. So I'm going to come up with something similar to that and get that back under there. I pulled this part out. That part was already cut out. And then when I get done, I got to put something like this on this, so if it's icy or winter or something, it'd be real slippery. I pulled this out, it was double plated. And I finagled that up, got a water hole there. I'm going to patch that up a little better and grind these welds down. Just kind of a poor real job. But it'll be solid when we're done. And none of this will show, we'll cover it up. Either cover it up with something like this, get it cleaned up, painted up, but this is a fairly easy job compared to some of them I get into. This had that rubber stuff all over it. I had a heck of a time getting that off. Let's see, yeah, would have been this part here. The best thing I found for that was a tie rod puller to hammer on that. I tried different chisels, so I'll probably replace that. I got to brace this corner here. That's my next step. Well, just thought I'd do a video of the bus potential project. See what we can get done to it, and retake the pictures once I get this done on the computer. And if we sell it, we sell it. If not, I'll keep working on it. Hope everybody's having a good day. Go find a project. Or not. Goodbye now.